So deciding to buy a business is a major step, but I know that may be daunting if you're not sure where to start, how to start, or where to even begin looking for someone to help you. But don't worry, I've got you covered. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips that you should keep in mind when you're looking to buy a business. The first tip is to create your search criteria. So really think about your strengths, but also think about your weaknesses, because that way you can decide what attributes the opportunity needs to have to fit what you need. So, do you have any specialized skills or certifications, perhaps specialized licenses or training that you can use in a business that you may look to acquire? Think about what kind of return on an investment you're looking or hoping to achieve. All of these things will help you whittle down what opportunities best fit your criteria. By thinking about these things first, it will also help you be specific in your search instead of searching with no end in mind. The second tip is to know your personal numbers. How much liquid capital of your own money do you have readily available to use towards a purchase? How much money will you need to further assist in the purchase? How are you going to obtain that money? Is it going to be through an investor, some family injection? Is it going to be through the SBA? Keep in mind the SBA is a wonderful program when it works, but not all businesses and or buyers fit the criteria that you have to receive and be approved for an SBA loan. So think about what those numbers look like ahead of time. That way you're also able to know what size opportunity you're able to acquire that fits with your financial viability. You also want to think about any additional costs that you might incur outside of just the cost of the business purchase itself. You have deposits, the cost of doing business, for utilities. You have insurances that you may be required to obtain and other things of that sort. So just keep these things in mind ahead of time so that way you're prepared ahead of time before being surprised after closing and not having enough capital to cover all of your expenses. Tip is to work with a professional. As you begin to search for opportunities, working with someone who specializes specifically in the business transfer process will help make your process a lot smoother. So you may want to ask them what professional organizations they belong to, and you also want to make sure that it's someone who really understands all the moving parts that are involved in a business transaction. Now, a bonus tip. You want to make sure that you're working with someone who does not mind taking the time to help you walk through the process. Of course, you want your expectations to be reasonable and you want to be respectful of that agent or broker's time, but they should never make you feel like they don't have the time to answer your questions or address your concerns. All right, tip number 4, be prepared to sign and fully execute a standard non-disclosure agreement and provide a personal financial statement before you are given any information or details about the opportunity for which you're pursuing. Reason being, you want to make sure that you put yourself in the seller's shoes. It's their objective to maintain the confidentiality and the goodwill of their business. And it not only benefits the seller, it benefits you as the buyer as well. And you may say, well, how could that be? Think about it. If customers or vendors or employees are prematurely made aware that the business is for sale, they may become spooked, they may quit, they may leave. So why would you want to inherit a business where employees or customers or vendors have all run off? So respect the proprietary information that you're provided from the seller and make sure to uphold the confidentiality that is expected of you. Last tip number 5. Remember that there's no such thing as a perfect business. You're buying an existing business to build on what's already there in place. So be realistic in your expectations, and by taking the time to set up steps 1 through 4 that we've covered today, you'll have a better chance of success in reaching your finish line, and that is the closing table. So if I can help you in any way search for opportunities here in Florida, please reach out. Terry Sherman of Terry Sherman PA, business intermediary with Florida Business Exchange, 888-925-5055, extension 207. I'm here to help you mind your business today.